we make a stop in Burnet and check in on the Bulldogs, where head coach Kurt Jones tells us what kind of week the Bulldogs have had.
I guess every week brings a different test, and and they have an 0-3 record, but you can put on the film, let our kids watch the film, and say this doesn't look like an 0-3 team. They're a good football team. They've got good kids down there. They're being well coached. Running a little bit of a new offensive system, so now they've got 3 games under their belt, and we're going to have to be as well prepared as we've been all year when we go down there. Road trip, coming off of a big rivalry game. Our focus has to be totally on Canyon Lake, and I think it is right now.
Okay. And so with that said, then Canyon Lake used to be a slot T, or that I think you told me they're still slot T.
Well, they're a slot T now.
Okay.
They used to base more of an I formation, and so new offensive system as a slot T. So, and our kids are familiar with that. We've played Liberty Hill for years around here, and Llano went through a number of years where they were running the slot T, so our kids have kind of grown up around seeing it and defending it. But each program that runs it puts in a different little wrinkle, and they do a good job with it. They have some big physical offensive linemen. They have some big physical backs, and so that's always a challenge to go in there and stop a physical running game.
How much of a challenge have you, the defensive coaches, put on your kids this week on the defensive side? And because I don't know that y'all say our goal this week is not to give up more than X number of points. Mm-hmm. Do you do that or no?
I think different programs have different offensive and defensive goals. I think our method is a little more just staying focused on the overall goal, and that's to go win games. And we're focused on fundamentals of what it takes to go stop a power running game. And if that means we give up no points or 7 points or 14 or however many and win the ball game, if we feel like we went out and performed well and did what we needed to do to win, then that's success to us.
Well, okay. And then, of course, with Cody Hall and those guys, I think they have their own specific individual goals that they like to see. Have they challenged each other to I feel like they think they didn't play well enough. And I
Sure.
I think the Marble Falls defense would probably tell me that too.
Yeah, I think we encourage all of our kids. We have team goals, and then we have individual goals that we have our kids write goals down. And even from week to week, I think our kids set their own personal goals in their mind of what they want to accomplish. I don't think anybody's satisfied with what we've done last week or the weeks before. You have to be careful, in my opinion, about sometimes you might go out and get a little too happy about some of the stats you put up when your overall team didn't have success. Sometimes even grading out offensive linemen, your right tackle might have graded out at 95%, your left tackle was at 70-75%, but that left tackle might have been playing an all-state defensive end and might have done an outstanding job on the night versus what the right tackle did. So, I think at the end of the day, if you as an individual and as a team you feel like you went out and gave your absolute best effort and left it all on the field, then you come away successful in a lot of ways.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about their defense. What do you know about? Well, yeah, because we talk slot T. What do they like to do defensively?
They'll give you a few different looks. They're an odd front. They'll jump into an even front sometimes. They'll drop a linebacker down into a nose. They'll change their fronts up a little bit, but overall they're not too complex. They don't move around a whole lot. Haven't shown that they've blitzed a whole lot. So they have 2 very good-looking cornerbacks that are about 6 foot, 6'1", 180 pounds, that do a real good job for them. Got a very active safety back there. They're a solid defense. They're going to try to get lined up right without moving around a whole lot and making things too complicated, and they're going to try to be physical and run to the football, and they've done a pretty good job.